Hello, beautiful people. I hope you're all having a great day so far. We are Controllers and Katanas, and we come with a new episode for you guys. I'm Martin, aka Marty O'Cool, here with Ian, aka Relic, and we're going to kick it off straight away with the Geek Soundboard that we do every week. This is from a game, TV show, or movie. So we'll pass you over to Ian now to get us started on that.
I'm
Over to you,
gonna
Ian.
play about 4 or 5 seconds of the theme, and you'll get it. You'll get it easy. There we go. So you're getting
Light bulb, ting! I know what that
literally
is.
instantly. If I was asleep, mate, that'd woke me up.
Should we find some nerd news right away?
Oh, you can do, man. You can
Did
do.
you go?
Yeah, my big thing that I've come across this week is DC Studios are reportedly releasing a not necessarily a Deathstroke and Bane movie, but a movie that's going to have Deathstroke and Bane in it, which is absolutely huge for me. I'm currently making a Deathstroke helmet, which I haven't got with me because I'm unprepared as always. But I've got with my 3D printer. I'm printing a helmet and everything. There's a couple of things this potentially could lead to. I've seen a lot of people saying that it could be like a Secret Six movie, which is almost a bit like a Sinister Six type thing that Marvel have, but on DC side. However, Deathstroke wasn't or isn't part of the Secret Six movie. I mean, if they did do that, they could replace him with, I don't know, like replace Deadshot with Deathstroke, for example. But my opinion, mate, I feel like that Deathstroke and Bane might be the villains in the Batman Brave and the Bold movie that James Gunn's working on.
Oh,
And I
okay.
think that'll be massive, mate, because I'm pretty sure in the Brave and the Bold, the Robin in there's Damian Wayne, which is obviously Bruce Wayne's son. And by that point, in the comic run, he's like the latest Robin. So by that point, Dick Grayson Robin, aka turns into Nightwing, he might be somewhere in the world. Red Hood, Jason Todd, he might be in the world. So everything that I've ever wanted from DC movies is potentially going to and could happen. Teen Titans especially, because Deathstroke's a big Teen Titan villain. So I'm very hopeful for the future of the DC at the moment. And I believe in James Gunn, mate.
Yeah, I mean, Deathstroke to me is one of my favorite DC characters. Obviously, Batman is the ultimate one, but for me, yeah, Deathstroke's up there.
Oh, especially in
He's
like the Arkham
such,
games and stuff like that, mate.
yeah,
So
I love
sick,
him.
man.
Man.
So sick.
I got a bit of gaming news. First one is the legend that is Colonel Sanders. Apparently, the Tekken boss wanted him as a guest character in Tekken, but KFC refused him.
It was in Mortal Kombat instead, mate. Could you imagine?
Yeah, they kill someone with like a chicken leg or something.
That'd be legendary, to be fair. Colonel Sanders in Tekken, mate.
Well, he apparently is in another game, like a dating simulator that came in like 2019, which I was like, what? Why of all things would you get Colonel Sanders?
It's just dead
Oh,
random.
he's a legend, but he's a legend of the chicken world, isn't he? Not,
Oh, 100%.
not the fighting world or the dating world. Also, next year, new games coming out. GTA 6, obviously, if they don't delay it.
Yeah, potentially.
So please, Rockstar, do not delay this game because everyone wants it.
I pray. I pray to the Lord.
Another game I'm looking forward to is Dynasty Warrior Origins. This comes out in 17th of January. Can't wait for this. Love the series. But also, another game series I love is Like a Dragon. They've got a new game coming out called Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which is going to be a wacky, fun, crazy game where you play Goro Majima from the series. This guy's a legendary Yakuza member. Loses his memory, washes up on an abandoned island, and then his treasure hunting piracy begins, which would be good.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun, actually.
Also coming out as well, I don't know if you know about this, Splinter Cell animated series is coming out called Splinter Cell Death Watch. There's no release date yet, but the trailer is out on YouTube, like a little teaser for you to check out. The lead voice of Sam Fisher is Liev Schreiber. If you don't know him, he is in Ray Donovan, and he also does Sabretooth in X-Men Origins Wolverine. So yeah, I mean, so far from the animated series of games, I've really enjoyed them. Obviously, we've been watching Terminator,
Yeah, it's been some good ones.
and yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes about with this. It's coming to Netflix, but like I say, there's no release date yet.
Yeah, it'll probably be next year if they're releasing it. If they're releasing or mentioning it, Netflix are pretty good, really,
Mm.
in terms of releasing stuff. So hopefully we'll be sort of like sometime next year. It could be this time next year, but it should hopefully be next year anyway.
Yeah.
But this isn't news, but Martin's been away in Croatia. So obviously we had a little nice little cheeky Blue Lock special last week leading up for next week, which obviously Blue Lock releases this weekend. So we're going to get some more Blue Lock incoming we'll talk about next week. But in the
Oh,
meantime, I watched both seasons of One Punch Man and in essentially just one day. And honestly, mate, I didn't realise how good it was. It's a little memey and there's quite a lot of meme sort of moments in it. But overall, it was so good, mate. Honestly, I'd rate it easily an 8.5 out of 10, that anime. The action's
yeah.
great. The character dynamic's fantastic. The development of the side characters is great. Yeah, they've done such a good job. There's some good build-up for some villains that potentially could rival Saitama, but doubtfully, because he's obviously One Punch Man. But yeah, very good animation. And I'm really looking forward to whenever the next season of that comes out. So, yeah, One Punch Man honestly really took me by surprise. So I literally smashed it in like a day.
Yeah, I saw when I was on holiday. I looked at Discord. I saw you chatting with Grant and Axel, and I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh man, I need to get on that." So that's another one you forced me to put on my list. I will be watching at some
it's
point,
easy,
but
mate.
honestly, not
Two
yet.
seasons. Oh, the entire 2 seasons, only 24 episodes. It's such an easy watch, man.
I start animes though, like with TV shows, and just like stop watching them. Like I've not stopped watching Death Note, but I've got that. I've got Jujutsu Kaisen. I need to get
Oh,
them done
mate,
first.
JJK's got to be done, mate. That.
Yeah,
The thing is, with some of the anime, it's a lot easier. On a 12 episode, you can binge it
yeah,
dead easy. But like MHA, for example, I'm not up to date with that yet because there's just so many
yeah.
episodes, and you kind of like you watch a season of like 24 episodes. You think, do you know what? I actually need a break. I'm gonna ping on something else now and get something else watched.
Mm.
But you mentioned gaming stuff and obviously old movie adaptations, and we're watching Terminator. So I don't know if you want to kick it off with Terminator. We watched 3 episodes of Terminator, so we've finished Terminator. Basically, this entire episode theme is conclusions. We're literally finished off pretty much everything we're watching.
Yeah.
So next week's going to be completely fresh. Episode ones all day, mate. Every day next week. Telling you now, mate.
And at the end of the podcast, we will announce what we're watching next week, so you can join with us, watch it with us, leave your reviews in the comments on the YouTube below.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to starting some new stuff as well. But
Oh, it's going to be good.
the stuff we watched this week, very good. Do you want to start us off, or do you want me to start?
Yeah, mate. Episode 6, Terminator. I've not got loads of notes, but these are just my key points, mate. Misaki, best character, mate. She literally goes mental in this one. Her eyes go like red, don't they? And she's in like it's like she's in fatal danger form. Obviously, she's there's them guys in that like graveyardy part or whatever, isn't there? Or they're like trying to protect an area. They've got a robot that's tied up, trying to basically ward off other robots or even get humans there to say, look, we're against the robots. This is our spot. Like you're not going to take it down. And they obviously see that Misaki's got a robot arm. So they're obviously dead racist towards robots, mate. They start like having a go at her, and she just goes mental. Like she's obviously trying to protect the kids, and she just loses herself almost. And honestly, the action, the little fight scenes in that, mate, was so good, mate.
It suddenly turned like quite gruesome. I remember some of the scenes where Misaki does like a backflip thing and like throws this like pole for this guy's neck. I was like, whoo!
Yeah, it's just when she snaps that guy's ankle as well, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, it made me cringe so bad, man.
That was the start of it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And
it
then
made me
that guy,
cringe so
the guy
bad.
tries to like kill her with the samurai sword. And she like dodges and just like headbutts from the back of the head, just breaks his skull. Deadly, mate. Deadly.
Obviously, then one of the guys has held Hero, the young kid, hostage, which obviously snapped her out of it a little bit. She's gained herself like a consciousness back almost to try and obviously be a bit level-headed and try and obviously speak to this guy and say, look, no, don't, look, come on, chill out, mate. Don't do it. Because he's essentially threatening this little kid.
Yeah.
And Yeah, the big lad Kenta shot the bloke in the shoulder. So now he's fuming, basically. Kenta is.
No.
He's managed to obviously save his little brother, but he's essentially he doesn't trust Misaki at this point now. So obviously he's trying his hardest, like not to kill her. I guess in a sense, he's got a gun in his hand and he's like, "Don't come near me." And essentially, she's programmed to protect and serve those young whippersnappers, isn't she, mate? So she's literally like that's her entire sense of being at the moment is literally just to protect Malcolm's children, really.
And she does highlight to Kento that she is different from the Terminator that's been sent there and all the machines that go around the city because she can feel pain, fear, and love, which obviously she loves.
She's got emotion. Yeah, she's only just found out like a day ago that she's not a human. Like it's not really her fault, is it? Like she literally didn't even know. But
I think like this episode that literally shadows like that scene literally just makes that episode like literally just. It's the best thing in the episode.
It's the only part I've noted down to talk about, mate. If I'm honest with you, like Hero as well. He obviously is saying like, "Kenta, you're an idiot. Our dad's rubbish. Like, dad's crap. He's never been there for us. He doesn't care about us." And I was like, "Shit!" Like this kid, like it shows you like the impact that Malcolm's had on his children.
Yeah.
But there's also another little reference in this as well, like Malcolm referring to his wife dying as his Judgment Day. Which is another T2 reference, obviously.
Yeah. Should have had the little tune play when he said that.
Yeah. And there was another part as well. It was this episode, I think, wasn't it, where the Terminator's using like other voices and to lure them in, and he kidnaps Kenta obviously at the end of it on that cool motorbike and just thrashes off on it, mate.
Yeah, because for some reason, Cat Town is the hub of. Where everyone's heading.
Yeah, because it's their mum's favourite. Like it turns out, it's like an amusement park. It's like the Cat Town is the place where they go, and it's like a fun house, isn't it? So
yeah, and the fun house where they're going, that's where obviously Kento gets lost looking for Rika. Terminator does some fake voices, captures Kento, and then, like you say, that's the end of that episode, isn't it? But I think this episode is the Misaki episode. The next episode, episode 7, is definitely a Malcolm episode, isn't it?
Oh, because 100%, it really goes just back pretty much all Malcolm.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of just basically his backstory, which these last few episodes, especially this one, spun me out so much, mate.
There's so much like mic drops in there. Like,
massively. Also, one of the things that made me laugh about this, mate, is that room that Malcolm's in is absolutely massive. He's planned to stay in that room for days on end. He doesn't even have a bed. He's got like that awful bench like thing that's not even big enough for him to lie down on. Like, mate, you couldn't even fit a bed in here. You serious?
You've got a bed, a fridge.
You should have kitted the entire thing out. You've got a little bench, mate, that you can't even stretch out on, pal. Like, you've not thought this through at all, mate, have you?
He was too busy thinking about other things, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I've put down Malcolm's backstory was actually a future story, mate, because he was like he was born in like 2025, which is like obviously a year from what we are now. So obviously it shows him in like 2037, and obviously further than that, in like 2040 odd. And he also basically got outcast for trying to turn robots good, or trying to use robots for good. Essentially wanted to try and obviously sort of turn the war on its head, I guess, in a sense, because obviously by that time, in that sort of like year 2037 plus, the robots and Skynet have taken over. Like that's the world, isn't it? So we're in a constant war.
Yeah, he wanted, obviously, because of his love for like wanting to, like, he's obsessed. He was obsessed with trying to defeat Skynet, and he planned to make this AI a machine with free will. And obviously we find out that's Kokoro's mother. And you find out the name of this AI, and it's Misaki.
Legend. Legend. But it's this thing that made me laugh, though. It's like, you've got this guy in Malcolm who's a shit dad, but he's very intelligent. He knows what he's doing. He knows about technology. He's spending all his time to try and create something good from the robots. And I can understand why he's frustrated, mate, because he's got this opportunity to try and end the Skynet war. But the blokes around him are that thick and like proper stupid. They can't even understand what he's doing. They're more than happy to just keep getting overrun and absolutely battered and murdered by robots, rather than actually trying to let this guy help and do something to try and change the outcome of the war and obviously the way the world is. I was like, you're fucking idiots, mate. You lot are.
And there is that bit, wasn't there, where like Malcolm obviously is bonding with Misaki. Misaki's she's getting better at stuff, and she's starting to develop as a robot. And then all the general guy comes in, doesn't he, with his soldiers.
Oh yeah.
Destroy Misaki, put Malcolm in the barracks or whatever, get rid of him, put him in the jail. And then Malcolm just literally murks them all off.
Murks off like 6 men, mate. Murks them off. Just because they tried to seize it.
His old shield machine gun tactic, wasn't it? Hiding behind bodies like that.
Oh yeah, it was sick, mate. It was some good scenes. I actually really like that backstory from him. It was it made me like him as a character a little bit more. It made me sort of understand a little bit of where he came from, and or like why he is a bit like he is, sort of thing, in a sense. But he's obviously Misaki's let her. She's picked sort of like what she is. He's like, why have you chose to be a female, and why have you chose that as your name? And she's obviously very self-aware. Obviously, she is human in a sense, isn't she? So one of the things I didn't get is why has he took all his clothes off to time travel?
He just wants to see Misaki naked.
Mate, he's literally got stark bollock naked just to get in that in the time machine, mate. I'm like, why is he naked? It's like he's not allowed to wear clothes on time travel or something, mate.
But obviously because obviously he's killed all these people. No one wants Misaki there. No one wants him there. So they're sort of the forced to go back in time, aren't they? Forced to go back to I can't remember what the year it was.
It was like 95 or something, isn't it? I can't remember the exact year. Was it 97?
I thought it was like
it's early in that, sorry, isn't it? Because that's when we're currently at like 97 or whatever.
It goes back to 1987.
Yeah, 87, isn't it? Yeah.
And that's where
he meets his missus and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, so the builders continue to build this bond, Misaki and Malcolm. Obviously trying to build something to fight Skynet from earlier on in the past. And obviously, like I say, Malcolm falls in love and he has these children. But then Misaki gives Malcolm the CPU, doesn't he? And this activates Kokoro. So,
there's a part of this as well where obviously the Terminator takes Kenta. He's basically his mission. He's got Kenta and he's taking him to Malcolm and he's trying to get Malcolm to shut off Kokoro. And they get to the door and it's like the Terminator's essentially got Kenta and he's like, I'll open the door, so I'll blow his head off. And he's like, Kenta, I've never been anything but proud of you. And
but no.
I just want to be the dad you deserve, but I'm not opening the door. I'm like, all right, mate. I want to be the dad you deserve, but I hope you get your head blown clean off by Terminator, mate. But obviously, luckily...
ends with a gunshot, doesn't it? The episode ends with a gunshot.
It ends with like a few it's like 2 or 3 gunshots or whatever, isn't it? And then obviously when the next one kicks in, it turns out the Terminator's purposely not shot Kenta. Although, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure because he's not very good with a gun, that Terminator, mate. So he's probably actually meant to kill him and just missed.
No, that was the Terminator from the past, wasn't it? The icon.
Oh, yeah, true. He's just got
Gatling gun.
Like, he's sick, though, he was. Willem Dafoe won that, wasn't it? But this one, mate, episode 8's the one where you start like, what has happened here, mate? How is this going off? But literally even episode 8, I put Misaki is the best character. Also, Malcolm finally decides to do something selfless for once after almost getting Kenta killed and then takes a nail to the chest whilst trying to freeze the Terminator, mate. Fair play.
Yeah, it's that fight as well. Because Aiko and
Aiko
and Misaki, they finally get some decent weapons, and they finally get some submachine guns. Don't really do anything to the Terminator.
Oh, it's bulletproof, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, they have this fight, don't they? Like you say, Malcolm sacrifices himself because Aiko's about to get bumper-clocked by the Terminator. About to get destroyed by the Terminator.
Killed proper, mate. But not the good kind.
Yeah. But I do like the bit where Aiko, she leads the Terminator into a certain area and there's a C4 set up and it blows into blows it to pieces. Obviously, it doesn't
It's
do
like
it a
setting
lot.
traps and stuff into it.
Yeah.
Which it also like that sort of reflects on part of the flashback because when Malcolm was younger, that's sort of what they used to do. They used to set these like
Yeah.
little traps, didn't they? Get the Terminators to chase them, and then they used to obviously blow the traps up.
Yeah.
And then the Terminator essentially wants Kenta to be his friend. I think he's a bit lonely, and he's like, "No, Kenta, can you be my mate, please?"
But
But
then obviously Malcolm's dying on the floor, and he has this like emotional speech with his children, and then he drops him the mic, doesn't he?
drops the mic,
Eco
mate.
is actually his mum.
Eco's literally Malcolm's mum, mate. I literally just put Eco's Malcolm's mum. What the fuck? I was like, what?
And like you kind of see, like obviously she taught Malcolm all these little tricks with
Yeah.
the traps and all that, and how to fight the Terminators. And then now Eco's new job is to protect the grandchildren. Basically,
Yeah, literally got the grandkids. The only thing that threw me off during this episode a little bit more than the others, the Terminator's like he looked dead odd at times because they made it like a really odd CGI model. Like certain parts of it, it just looked off from the rest of like the animation.
Yeah.
But basically
sick, man.
still sick, mate. They're like getting away, and then what are the little white robots called? They're like normal ones. I can't remember what they're called, but there's loads of them.
Circuit, mate.
Yeah, there's loads of them knocking about in there, just shouting Johnny Five randomly, mate. They're all bombing and they literally overpower the Terminator, don't they? And they manage to they obliterate the Terminator.
Yeah, because they go down to the EMP room, don't they?
Yeah.
And EMP is obviously going to destroy Kokoro and all the other Terminators around and the machines. So the Terminator takes Kento down, and he drops another bomb, doesn't he? That Kento was the guy who sent the Terminator back 25 years in the future. He's the one who sent. It's mad. There's all this like mice being dropped. I was like, what's going on here?
It's just like upside down, spinning. Like, what is happening, man?
Trying to take it all in. But like I say, the robots charge in because Kokoro knows that the EMP is there. Terminator's trying to protect Kento, and he literally gets ruined by the Johnny Five's.
Fill him in,
Johnny Five army.
My final note was sequel ? Like, do you think there'll be another season?
Yeah, I think.
Or do you think the way they've ended it is good enough to not have to warrant another season?
Yeah, they kind of ended it like, it could carry on, could not. You know what I mean? Like, it's like kind of open to. I mean, obviously, Kokoro is going to go dodgy, and they're going to have to come back, resurface, and destroy her. But it's a bit where Malcolm said, like towards the end, "I was like, what is he on about?" It's like, "I'll go back to another time and enjoy your life." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, Sam, mate. I was
You literally been fighting for this time, and now you want to go back to another time.
It's just you've wasted all of your time, mate. Sam, I'll go back to 1847 or something, bro, where there's no electricity properly or anything.
But because of Malcolm's act, obviously Kokoro wants to work along with Kenta and humans. So they kind of have this alliance. They build this alliance, don't they?
Yeah.
Kenta chooses not to turn off the EMP. And then they go into hide in the sewers. And then that's it.
That's where they
Let's see what happens.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's
ultimate Teenage Mutant Ninja Terminators, mate. Crossover.
Could do it, mate. Could do it.
I've seen mad ones.
You want to play another?
Yeah, I'm doing it, mate.
Eek soundboard.
I'm doing it. Let's have a look. This one.
Overkill.
Yeah, if you don't get it on that one, then you've just never heard this before in your life. And you're probably listening to the wrong podcast, to be fair. What should we go on to next? Do you want to talk some more anime?
Yeah, do you want to go to Elusive Samurai?
Yeah, mate.
2 episodes then to watch, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had episode 11 and 12, so we've wrapped up Elusive Samurai.
Wrapping them all up, mate. Wrapping them all up.
I just like the animation in this anime, mate. So much.
Mm.
Like, I don't know what it is about it, but it's something very comforting about the animation and the art style in this anime. I just feel good when I'm watching it, mate, every time. Sometimes I forget what's happening with the story. I'm just like, this just looks pretty good, this does, doesn't it?
It makes me laugh in this. Through the whole season, there's been parts where it's comedy and then suddenly it turns dark. And there's a bit at the start of this episode that's like, what on
Mate,
earth
the
is going
first
on?
few minutes with the eyebrow part and the smile. I literally
Yeah, that's
put the first few minutes of this with the eyebrows is so typical, like typically odd for this show. Like,
yeah,
it's just random, wasn't it?
yeah.
I told
So
you
that,
to draw your eyebrows not prettier next time, or whatever it's saying.
so this, yeah, so it's in Shinano, whatever is it called? Shinano. They're having a harvest, aren't they, in Shinano?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's been arranged that Tokiyuki's arranged that the second crop will not be taxed by the people. Anyway, this providential official comes in and decides, nah, it's not going to happen, mate. And he gets this big fat guy doing it to bully all these farmers into giving the bales of like barley over. And then, and then it's that bit with the with Eyes, isn't it? Eyes is there with him, and he goes, "What's wrong with your eyebrows?"
Makes him draw his eyebrows on. It's like throughout the next two episodes, that guy, I forgot his name, I got it written down somewhere. He's like, he's just drawing on people's faces, basically, and he like. There's one scene where there's like a guy who's got loads of like smiley faces and just different drawings all over his face.
But then they're both like laughing together, aren't they? Like really like cringy laughing. And then a farmer like tries to beg for his like bales of barley back. Oh, kill him! Literally get his head chopped off, mate.
Just done him instantly. Yeah, it's like he's literally drawn on this bloke's face, and they're both laughing. Then literally like the next scene, he's cutting someone's head clean off. All right, mate, sound.
Yeah, that's what I mean by the 1 minute's comedy, like you're laughing about it, and then boom, switches on his head.
But essentially, Tokiyuki's been given a mission on this one, to try and rescue, obviously, those farmers and like various other people around there. And essentially, the boys have gone on a bit of an adventure. They've left the girls behind, and they've just gone cruising about.
Yeah, because it's the Shura sect from a rebellion led by a guy called Hoshina. I was like,
yeah, Hoshina, mate.
Sick name.
Sick name. I was like, what are they doing here, mate? What's Defence Force doing?
It's when Tokiyuki goes to he reaches their headquarters at the Ashina war camp. And it's like, everyone's like, oh, you're really good at like convincing people. It's like, yeah. He goes in, these people are mad, aren't they? These warriors. They're literally all fired up, ready to fight, ready to die.
Oh, mate, they're proper rotten. You've got the bloke who looks like a thumb. You've got the one who looks like a ball sack. You've got one who's got no eyes. Like
that guy with I call him the angelic-looking god. He looks like someone from Tintin, doesn't he? Under the book Tintin.
Stupid, innit, bro?
He's the maddest guy, isn't it? And I just love how the bit like they're all like fired up, ready to die, and they're all like describing.
They're on there all chanting. Let's die! Let's die! Let's die! Let's die! I'm going to be shot by 100 arrows.
Yeah, we're shot by 100 arrows and die standing. I lose both my hands and then bite the enemy.
Bite the enemy and die. Oh, it's that one guy who's like, I'm going to go up the enemy's butt head first, devour all their insides, and jump out of their chest and die with a smile on my face.
He's the best character.
He's mad because on the next episode as well, right near the end, there's like a funny scene with him again, isn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, that honestly, and it's the part as well. Like, it shows you like what he's imagining, like going up someone's butt and bursting out the chest. It proper made me laugh that then.
Tokyo is there to convince him. He ain't got no chance at the moment. So what he did, him and the team let the battle happen, and then when Ashina's tired from the first wave of fighting, then they'll try and ask him to retreat to the north.
It's made me laugh how they've got all these like full-grown men, but it's like the elusive samurais and them lot that think of all like the good strategies, like Fubuki and Gemba basically do most of it, don't they?
Yeah. So this army, Ashina's army, is so much smaller than the army of the provincial official. So they have some tactics, like you say. Gemba, he sets like some bonfire smoke, doesn't he, to block
Yeah, he
the
starts
vision.
burning loads of hay and stuff, doesn't he? Like downwind, so the wind's blowing all the smoke, so they can't see, and obviously they can't use their bows and stuff anymore.
And
And
then they get the main.
he's forcing them to cross the river, innit?
Yeah, and then Fubuki obviously unleashes the river, which should wash them
Yeah,
most of them
lifts the
away.
dam up. Legend.
Yeah, but it's Kojiro in this one that is riding around on the around his horse, isn't
Kojiro,
he?
mate, Kojiro, these last 2 episodes, he's sick here.
It's like I think the final episode is like literally an episode about him.
It's just
It's
him,
so
mate.
good.
He's
Yeah.
just bombing around, lobbing heads off. He's sick, isn't he?
Yeah.
But
And I thought,
mate. Yeah, go on.
why does one of Ashina's men look like a thumb?
Mate, there's literally a thumb bloke. He is, isn't he? He's just, his head is literally like, that's his head, mate. Like with eyeballs on it. It's literally a thumb. But the next episode, when we get into it as well with Kojiro, his interactions with them guys were so good. But Tokiyuki's trying to like convince Ashina, isn't he? And he throws that sake and he gets drunk, doesn't he? So Tokiyuki's like starting to get drunk and he starts sticking his bum in Ashina's face like continuously.
Yeah.
Like proper hitting him in the face with his arse, mate.
It's that bit before as well, that guy who's like looks like he's from Tintin. He's like eating. He goes, he turns around. They're all like regrouping, aren't they? They're even regrouping, so they're having a little like meal. And that guy turns around and he like mentions he had this fill of raw meat from the last battle. Basically, it's been someone's arse.
Just biting people, isn't he?
It's got all like blood all over his mouth. So he's been munching arse.
He's a proper psycho cannibal or something.
Yeah, it's funny. But obviously, Ashina finally gets convinced to retreat. He gathers all the families. He orders a retreat. Big ears. Remember that guy? He hears the sound of many people retreating, and he tells the official that what he plans, what they plan to do, and then he orders an army to go and kill the people who are fleeing and the families. And then we go into.
I'm still here, by the way. Just off camera.
And then we go into episode 12. And I'll wait till Ian gets back.
I'm still here, don't worry. But yeah, the episode, mate, Gemba morphing in this episode, isn't he? Straight away, man.
Yeah, so the enemy draws near. Gemba and the team have pre-planned a nice little tactic, which Gemba disguises himself as Woda, a man leading the official's private army. And he leads his army to an ambush. Kojiro is still around on his horse, killing enemies. There's effective hit and run tactic. There's a bit as well where Kojiro gathers men to kill the enemies trying to cross the riverbank, because they're trying to cross the riverbank to attack women and children. One guy slashes the enemies with his spear, and then Kojiro shouts at him, "Nice work, Baldy." Which he says, "I'm not bold, look closely." And he's got like a few hairs growing in the back of his head. And he's like, "Look, I choose to shave these."
Yeah, that bit's so funny. He's like, "No, I'm not bald, I've got hair, I just choose to shave that part of my head."
Yeah. He refuses to acknowledge that he's bald.
It's like proper holding on into like, "No, I'm not, I've got like 7 hairs, mate." Well, yeah, it's like the other guy, innit? He refers to that other guy as rectangle head, like stuff like that.
Yeah. Like Kojiro as well, he rides down the riverbank and sees Fubuki, doesn't he, fall off his horse. He's like, "Is he dead? What's going on here?" He rides over, and no, he's just hungry.
He's just starving, mate. He just passed out mid-fight because he's hungry.
And then we have a scene where like he's got his head in it, Fubuki's head is like ramming food in his mouth. Like, "Get that, Daniel."
Oh, mate. But Kojiro is literally in the fight for his life, and he's got one of them fat generals on horseback.
Is it Wado, isn't it? Was it the name of the thing?
Oh, good fat monger thing. But yeah, he's like, obviously because they're using the momentum of the horse, it's like an entire thing about it. It's like explains it, doesn't it? Like the mechanics of it, and like the physics and stuff like that. So obviously, because he's a lot powerful, he's bigger, he's not a kid. He's like a full-grown man who weighs about 30 stone. He's obviously overpowering Kajira with his size and his strength. But then he remembers like Tokiyuki's kind words and encouragement, and he's basically gone for like a Tokiyuki level dodge ante, and he's managed to just slightly cut his neck, but the big man managed to dodge it. So it's not quite fatal, and it's like Kojiro's like, oh, that's literally all I got left, mate. Like, I'm done for here. Absolutely done for, mate. But then, get rescued here, doesn't he? Got Baldy and no eyes, mate.
So Baldy and rectangle head. Is it rectangle head, isn't it?
No, it's him with no eyes, mate. It's like that, isn't it? He's got a black hole in his face.
It's like a wormhole head, isn't it? But yeah, they both grab the general off, and then Kajira did like an uppercut slash, and he chops the guy in half, basically.
Literally slices straight up his face, doesn't he?
Such a good character.
Fucking love him, mate. I absolutely love him. He got Fubuki's on the flank though, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's cut the provincial official's hair. He's capped himself. He's cut his hair and he's that over the top of that, hasn't he? And he thinks he's like as well. He's thinking, like you've missed blah blah. But like Fubuki has this thing where he says, "Oh no, an incompetent leader is like better alive instead of being dead," because he knows obviously in the future he's going to just keep messing up. Obviously the enemy plans and stuff because Big Ears is knocking around, isn't he? Yeah. He's on their side still, and even he's like, "You fucked it all up. You've messed everything up." Like.
Yeah, but Fubuki sets like decoys and ally flags in the fog to confuse the enemy and scare them off, which they do eventually retreat. When the battle's finished, we have Ashina's army pleading loyalty to Tokiyuki. Obviously, he's got a great army for the events that are about to come in like season 2. It's just a bit at the end that made me laugh. Tokiyuki, Gemba, and Fubuki and Kajira, they're all like running back to Yori, aren't they? And the others.
Oh man!
And then Gemba spots a woman running with big boobs.
It's that same woman, mate, with that basket in it all over she's got.
And he gets like instant waterfall nosebleed everywhere.
It's like it's the same woman from one of the early episodes of massive boobs, like ran past again. His nose just explodes. Just
randomly running past him.
Oh, mate, it's so funny.
It's just a bit before he's like, huh? Like, he gets distracted by something like, huh? And it turns out, blood everywhere.
And it's basically that essentially almost ends it. But then you've got that other part, haven't you? It's that psycho guy who wants to got someone's bum. He's just like, at the end, isn't he? He's like, hi, stab. He's just stabbing someone like hundreds of times.
Yeah, he's mad, he is. I do like him though, I think it's funny.
Yeah, he's so funny, mate. But yeah, I honestly absolutely love the animation of this show. It's been a bit sketchy in some parts, but most animes are like that anyway. But it has like a very like classic art style. It's just comforting, like I said. Really enjoyed it, and to be honest, this has pretty much saved like the summer anime season for me, really, because we'd have had nothing else like without this. Like this has literally saved it, hasn't it, for us? Like,
I mean, I would recommend the season of Illusion Stormlight because the characters in it, Fubuki, Gemba, they're just so good. The characters are so fun as well.
Yeah, they're so good. I really enjoyed it. I've put it down as an 8 out of 10. I'd give it, to be honest. Really, really enjoyed it. The character development, like, it is good. The story doesn't develop as much as you probably hope it would, but overall, it is a good show. It's a good watch.
Yeah.
And I'm just on the lookout now for when season 2's coming out, mate. And I think
next year, man.
I think when season 2 comes out, I'm going to rewatch it all in dub, see what it's like in English. See what that's saying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, good idea.
So,
do you want to do another soundboard, or do you want to leave it for?
We'll leave it till the end. No, we'll talk about one episode of Those About to Snore, and then I'll play it in between that.
All right, let's talk about episode 9 of Those About to Die. This episode is pretty good for me because one of the characters I wanted to die literally died.
Yeah.
So Ilya, the young Spaniard, is obviously gunning for Scorpius' blood because he killed his older brother. And now he's racing for the blue faction. The race begins. And like always in every race, some random racers just get killed off for no reason. No one knows the names, they just get killed off anyway. But Ilya, he tries to do the same to Scorpius that Scorpius did to his brother. And then Scorpius ends up crashing, doesn't he? He ends on a wooden spike, doesn't he? Straight through him, dead. But also, along with that, Ilya's brother, his older brother, he crashes too. And that's him dead as well, isn't it, basically?
Yeah, I put young Spaniard fucking Scorpus up. Ha 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 ha. Get in, mate. That's literally what I wrote down.
And then Tenex hears that Scorpus is dead by people wailing in the street. Why is people wailing in the street about Scorpus?
Oh, mate,
You guys are not.
Mate, literally, the first episode 9, my first note is shut up, Scorpus, nobody likes you, bro. All in capital letters. He talks about himself in the third person all the time, mate. I was buzzing when he worked off. The only thing that gets me about this show, mate, is it actually disgusts me how bad the CGI is in some of the places on this, you know. It's always at the start of the chariot races. It's always when the chariot race starts, the CGI is always the worst. And then when it gets around to the crashes are sort of like okay, aren't they? But like the first part of the CGI is unbelievably bad. It's like they've downloaded chariot race CGI green screen, just laid it over to something. But
I know they've done these last 2 episodes as well. Like me and you were saying, we need to kill some characters off. And in these last 2 episodes, they do.
oh yeah,
They're probably like, oh, should we make a storyline for this? Go, oh no, we'll just kill him off.
no, let's get going.
Go on. Yeah, we'll save an episode of giving the backstory for this guy. We'll just kill him off.
I don't know why people want to be chariot racing now. You've got a better chance being a gladiator than a flipping chariot racer, like in this, haven't you? Like you've got a 1 in 4 chance, pretty much, to die every single time you race, mate. I swear.
There's a game on, I think it's PS2 maybe, or PS1, called Circus Maximus. And on that, mate, I was whipping people, mate. I was like, whipping people, throwing stuff at them. That's what I've been doing here. I've not been freaking running. I've been like, throwing like bricks at people and stuff.
Launching stuff, mate.
Yeah.
I actually was buzzing when Scorpus got murked off, and when that selfish Spaniard brother got done in as well, mate. I hate it.
It's gone now.
It's that part where the Tenex on that Assassin's Creed type roof, mate. He's found that hidden stash of coin.
Oh yeah.
I bet there's an achievement if you find all 15 of them scattered around Rome, mate.
It didn't swan dive off the roof like
straight in that hay bag.
Ezio, mate.
They missed though, didn't they?
So we find out, well, Domitian, also your favourite character. He cuts off his lover's tongue, doesn't he?
Oh, mate, that's mad, that bit, innit? That is literally so mad, mate. There's mate, I've just got to go back to Scorpus again, mate. The send off they gave him was like 200 people carrying him through that racetrack. Mate, he's got to be the only driver, or the race driver, or whatever they fucking call chariot racer, that gets that send off, mate. And he don't even deserve it, pal. Like, what are you doing, mate? Just bury him in the back garden or something. Like, just leave him be, mate.
Just put some sand over a minute in the arena, so there you go.
Yeah.
I know the Lions want a bit of him, so.
But yeah, the Domitian, to be fair, I did like that part where Domitian's gone down. He's like, oh, I'll tell you, blah, blah, blah. He's like, nah, cut your tongue off, mate.
Yeah, because you don't want to spill any secrets to Titus, does he?
Oh, the Colosseum's finally been built, hasn't it?
Yeah, they had this, on the opening day, they had this, all these people come out doing a silly dance, didn't they? Silly dance.
Not like a legendary ceremony, don't they?
Show off the gladiators, show off the CGI animals. Cormier finds out his sister's now a gladiator because she battered that guy with the jaw in the streets.
I put my only note from that entire bit was, now the Colosseum's been built, everyone can finally see the fights without an obstructed view. I bet the crowd's well happy. But to be fair, the CGI from earlier in the episode was terrible, but the part of all the birds was actually like pretty sick, to be honest.
I wonder how long in ancient Rome, like when the Colosseum was built, what happened to the Circus Maximus Arena? Like, how long did it last after that? Did it still go? Because
Yeah.
obviously the Colosseum took over, didn't it? So I
Yeah,
wonder how
well, the
long
thing
that
is, though,
lasted.
the Colosseum that they're obviously in this, you can't be having chariot races in that, mate. It's
No,
nowhere
I
near
mean,
big enough, is it?
but they love the blood, don't they? So they probably just all went to the Colosseum
Probably got
after
bored of it after a
that.
bit.
Yeah.
They're probably struggling to get people to race the chariots, mate, to be honest with you, because they just keep dying.
So I have this bit where 10X goes to see that guard. Praetorian guard is a bit greedy. He wants 10 mil. Gets some money together. He gets a signed confession. What they both got, so they both got a bit of leverage against each other. He shows Carter the leverage, puts in like a secret safe, but then, well, I can't remember her name. It was Cornelia. That's the blue faction woman.
Mate, my note literally says blue faction whore. That's literally what I
Yeah,
wrote
that's the
down.
one. Yeah, she and the Judean queen obviously want to help out Titus, and they also want to take out the mission and Tenex. So they kind of kidnapped Carter's younger daughter, and they threatened to kill her off unless she gets some information. Which obviously Carter takes the information from Tenex, what the secret information, and gives it over to the bitch, the blue bitch,
They're
and
whore.
the Judean queen. But it's just this first match in the Colosseum. I don't know if you want to tell us about this. What you got in your nose?
It's like the
But this is a good
crocodile,
one.
mate.
Yeah, this is a good one, mate. Isn't it?
So essentially, they fill the Colosseum up with water, which is pretty sick, to be fair. If they actually did
Yeah.
do that, that'd have been legendary. I'm not even gonna lie. And this boat comes out, and then you've got Domitian's like lover with no tongue at the front, like on the old pirate ships and stuff where they used to have like the carvings on the front. Then you got the blue faction guy, he's on there as well.
Just Egyptians, aren't they?
Yeah, dressed as Egyptians, and is there like another two guys on there?
Yeah,
They're the other
yeah.
two like betrayers, aren't they?
Politician dude, isn't it?
And yeah, they then set these crocodiles free, and then you got these massive like crocodiles just free roaming, just chomping heads, mate, ripping the bodies cleaning off and stuff.
It's when Domitian's lover gets his head chomped off, mate. I was like,
Oh, mate, it was rough, wasn't it? For him, obviously, not for us.
And Titus was like, wasn't that your boy?
Wasn't that your boy?
Just get his head chopped off.
Wasn't that your boy?
Tragic Domitian's like, oh yeah, it is. Oh, he's dead.
Oh yes, he's like scrating, isn't he, a little bit?
Yeah, so Marcus gets his comeuppance, doesn't he? While the blue whore, as you call
Oh,
her,
she gets it just in
she
time,
watches.
doesn't she?
Yeah, she watches, just gets in time there for the big main
For a
event.
fella getting ripped to pieces.
Uh,
He's in good nick, to be fair, he is, you know.
yeah, the crocodile thought that as well.
Yeah, he's in good shape, him.
Jumping on. Was in good shape.
Yeah, it was.
Jumped and poos
Was.
But yeah, there's all these hungry crocs get munch on all the people and have a good time, don't they?
You got these thugs as well, isn't there? Like following the Judean queen.
Oh yeah.
They're literally Roman chavs, like proper roadman. Proper roadman. I put all back in them days where they've been known as cobblestone men. They don't have roads, they're cobblestone.
Yeah, so the Jews have had enough of the Judean queen. They're like,
yeah,
I've had enough of her, mate. That's it. She's too far in with Titus. Let's get rid of her. But what else is in this episode? Oh, I'm thinking of the next episode.
Mate, my last note for this episode is Domitian's done. His brother knows he's a rapscallion, mate. Done for, isn't
he? Yeah, so Titus finds out the Navigator's got this full proof.
Yeah, he's got all the evidence, everything, hasn't
he? So he's going to ride with Domitian to Austria to see this proof for himself. And if he finds out this, mate, 10X and Domitian are done, mate. Done.
And they're like bricking it, mate, aren't they? Proper bricking it. Now, before I go on to episode 10, I just want to quickly play one more sound. Right, let's go for... Oh, classic.
Double kill.
Yeah, mate. I'll do one more. I'll do a bonus one.
5 minutes remaining.
Mate, the nostalgia that just sinks through my body when I listen to them sounds.
But like we always say every week, if you know the sound, if you know what it is, what it is, if it's a TV show, game, movie, put it in the comments, put it in the Discord. Tell us your experiences of said show, game, TV, and let us know what you think. If you had good memories, bad memories, when you first bought it, when you first watched it, when you first played it, let us know.
Etc. etc.
Yeah. Right then, episode 10, the finale of the best show
I was
in the world.
disgusted by this episode pretty much straight off the bat, mate. Then putting Kwame and Vigo against each other. Fully disgusting, mate. I put instantly 1 out of 10 show now. How dare they?
Yeah, so, I kind of saw it coming.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. As soon as they knew Vigo was like his mate, when he's forcing him to eat that food and stuff. You knew something was going to happen.
They had some more incentive, don't they, by Kwame's sister being brought out and Vigo's son being brought out. If you don't fight me, we would kill either one of them. So this, obviously, I know it ends with Kwame literally killing Vigo, and then Demission. He literally tells Vigo's son, like the Roman guards, to kill Vigo's son as well.
Mate, hate him, mate.
That was bad. That was.
I mean, it's definitely not Vigo's kid. It's literally a different nationality, but it's still. I actually wanted Vigo to win because obviously, like,
he's a lord, mate. That's all.
It's not that, mate. He's the one that's got more behind him. Like, he's got like a kiddo. He's got like a wife, and he's got like a family and everything. Where Kwame's essentially probably just going to get murked anyways. This was my original thought.
Yeah.
Obviously, they managed to sort of like get through the fight, don't they? And Kwame's managed to get everyone chanted anti like live, 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 live. And Titus essentially, he does his classic one of them, doesn't he? And he thumbs down, like, no, you got to finish him. And do you know what annoyed me about Kwame on this, mate? I'm not being funny, right? It's his mate. Just slice his throat, end him like swiftly. How disrespectful for him to just fully gut him, mate, in the ribs and then threw him on the floor. What are you doing, mate? That's proper disrespectful. You could have just laid him down and sliced his throat and put him out of his misery. You like dead disrespected his body and stuff, launched him into the mud and that.
You know what annoys me about this episode as well? How easy is it to get into the Colosseum?
Oh, mate, everyone breaks it. The guards were just slacking off. Or they're just taking a piss, weren't they? They were.
Like if I was about a Google review, I'd be like, oh, just distract the guards to get in for free. That's what I'd put. I'd want great entertainment, trap security.
Yeah, security's awful, mate.
Basically, there's like crowds of people just getting past the guards. The guards are like, oh, what's that? It's like a stone being thrown. Oh, what's that? Fucking like an old audience of people just run through.
It's like on the video games. The video games make sense now. You know, you can throw a stone to like distract the guards, and they walk off, and you just walk past them. That's like real life, mate. Now, isn't it? But
that fight was awful though.
It was odd, mate, wasn't it? Kwame got the wooden sword though, didn't he? He got his freedom. Yeah. Titus come down. Was like, look, it's up to him how he wants to use it. They've done it in a way where he's not free because he's had to essentially give that wooden sword to his sister to buy his sister's freedom instead of his own. Essentially, isn't it? I think that's what's happened.
There's another funny bit in this episode as well, where the ghost line somehow fakes an illness. And then the keeper's like, oh, you're right, mate. And then he kills the line keeper, mate.
Ghost lines pretend to be poorly, mate, hasn't he? Oh, I'm dead. If I pretend to be dead, he'll open the cage up.
I got a bad stomach. Oh, I'll open the cage up dead. And then obviously now, with the stupid animal keeper dead, mate, it's like ghost lines roaming free.
I thought the guy who goes into the cage with the ghost line gets obliterated, but he looks like he hasn't fully evolved into a human yet. He looks like the closest I've ever seen someone look like a Neanderthal. He proper does, to be fair, doesn't he?
With actions like that, I'm not surprised,
He
man.
proper does.
Idiot.
He does look like he's not even involved yet.
But then obviously the Ghost Line makes his way to the arena, well, the Coliseum floor, doesn't he? The arena sands, and starts killing random people. Doesn't it? Some guy sitting there drinking a cup of tea, mate, gets freaking his head ripped off.
I just think that it's sick, mate. Him on the hunt in that Coliseum, jumping into the crowd and stuff.
But yeah,
Tenax has killed that other guy, hasn't he?
oh, the greedy.
The greedy guard who they were supposed to pay off, obviously to kill Titus. He's been done in, and Kwame's trying to be the hero. He's trying to live up to his name as the Lion Killer, and he's done it. To be fair, he's filled that poor lion in. But mate, Titus mate's been done in.
Like a list of people
literally, mate. The mission's paid off peeps to jump him, and Titus is tied up. But it's like I've literally put down. It's just whose dick's bigger, and who's got the bigger bank. Because he's basically like Titus is basically saying like, oh, whatever he's paid you, I'll double it. I'll pay you more, for you to free me and capture him. But then Tenax has got big plans, mate. He comes through with a wet cloth and like suffocates
Sheen,
Titus, mate, with a wet cloth, mate. Oh yeah, I've got a flannel. Sound, mate. How pathetic of a death is it to die from a wet flannel, mate? It's got to be the shittest death in history, hasn't it?
You gotta remember, this guy's like a war general.
A literal war general gets murked off by a flannel, bro. Oh my god, mate.
That's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy.
I thought if Domitian was leader, I'd end myself. I hate him. That's literally what I thought.
It's his eyes. His eyes are like bulging eyes, mate. It looks like Gollum or something.
Oh, I hate it so much. And then you got everyone who, at the end, is like, Hail Caesar, like in the most unenthusiastic way possible, because obviously they all hate him as well, don't they?
Yeah, Domitian is Caesar now. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
And then I've just put, well, it's done.
If I was Tenax, mate, I'd have killed.
I'm fuming by the ending, mate.
I'd kill Domitian as well.
Genuinely fuming by the ending, mate. I'm not even going to lie. The best. I don't understand how they can make a second season, though, mate.
Yeah.
Like, I understand they'll probably make a second season because it makes sense for the story, but it was a bit of an hard watch, to be fair, wasn't it? Like, throughout.
Yeah.
Like,
the first couple of episodes, like,
rough, mate, they were, weren't they?
Like a million characters to try and understand the backstories and stuff like that, and the stories like, what? When they start killing people off.
It's like it's ended with a small amount of characters that I actually like and cared about. But leaving plenty that I hated. Biggest one being Domitian, mate. Like, why is he still alive, mate? You don't deserve it. If there's a second season, I'm not watching it, mate. I'm not watching it if he's in it. I'm refusing, mate.
It's a main character.
I'm refusing to watch it if Domitian's in it, mate. 10x is sound, but unless the second season murks him off.
There was some characters in it that I did enjoy.
Yeah, I like 10x.
Like Kwame, 10x. Yeah, Carla's
good.
But Domitian will be there second season, mate. He'll be the guy on the main cover, mate.
He'll be the one, mate. On all the posters on the way in from work every day.
Unless they get like a big actor in for 3 episodes.
For another 3. Well, technically, he appeared in 3 episodes, but it's about 3 minutes worth of footage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah,
he was off the budget on Anthony Hopkins, wasn't it?
Literally on the big AOPO, mate.
Shall we tell people what we're going to watch next week?
Yeah.
So they can watch it.
Let me get my list. I've got my list up. Here we go. So we're getting back on the anime full speed ahead. We've been slacking a little bit, I guess, on the anime. Obviously, since Blue Lock finished, we've been on obviously a few bits, Terminator and Elusive Samurai. However, Blue Lock's back, baby. Blue Lock's out this Saturday. So we'll be like 6 days behind, but Next episode will feature season 2, episode 1, Blue Lock. Under 20 arc is on the horizon.
Can't wait for that.
I'm buzzing, mate. I'm so excited for it to start. It's unbelievable. So excited, mate. We've got Dan to Dan. We're going to try that out. I've seen a lot of people talking about it. That starts, so we're getting first episode of that in, and then we're going to pick up an older anime at the same time. We're going to likely pick up Fire Force, aren't we? So we're going to watch a couple of episodes of Fire Force. That's it for the anime. Live action, definitely geek related. We're picking up the Penguin show. Now, we might talk about 2 episodes, depending if we get time, but we're definitely going to talk about 1 episode. Yeah. But obviously, the Penguin is in, like, from the Batman movie that came out, obviously, 2 years ago now, is it?
I think it is 2 years ago, yeah.
The Robert Pattinson one. Yeah, it's a while ago now. Obviously, it's the Penguin from that movie. Who is it that plays him again? Colin Farrell. Yeah. So it's Colin Farrell as Penguin, and mate, I've heard nothing but good things about this show. You know,
so I'm excited to watch it. Yeah,
we might knock out 2 episodes straight away to try and get up to date a little bit. We'll still be an episode behind, to be fair, because I think this maybe 3 episodes out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on this. Definitely.
All the animes that Ian mentioned are all on Crunchyroll. If you've all got that. You can find them all on there, so watch them with us. Do it.
Yeah, man. We'll get on it. Sick.
Blue Lock when it comes out. Oh, mate.
I'm so excited. It's not even normal, mate. It's not even normal.
I remember when we started watching this show, we didn't realise how much we'd love this show. Like, going into finish season 1 and now going to season 2, we're like, come on, bring it on. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm ready for it.
Oh, yeah, mate. It's just going to be sick, mate. It's going to be so sick, bro.
Naggy.
But there's a couple of other anime that are on my anime list that are more anticipated, but one of them's like a season 3, like ReZero, which we've not watched. Another one's a very short 4-episode, like horror one called Uzumaki, which is meant to be pretty random, but it's actually meant to be pretty good at the same time. It's all in black and white, so if someone wants to pick that up, I might just binge that one weekend and just chat about it anyway. Dan to Dan is the 3rd most anticipated for the 4th season. So I've got high expectations for that. And this is what this one reads as. After being aggressively rejected, Momo finds herself sulking when she stumbles across a boy being bullied. Saved by her rash kindness, the alien-obsessed boy attempts to speak to her about extraterrestrial interests he believes they share, rejecting his claims. That's all I can say. But basically, it looks like a bit of a wacky, maybe like a bit of a funny. It's the class. It's an action comedy supernatural, so it should be a good watch. And then obviously, Blue Lock versus Under 20 Japan season 2 is number 4 for the most anticipated. So,
okay,
got some good stuff, mate. But there's a lot of stuff on here that are really like high up. But it's not really stuff we'll watch, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's like season 3s and season 2s and various other extra seasons of stuff. But Fire Force, to be honest, I don't know anything about Fire Force, mate. I just heard it's pretty good.
Let's do it.
Give it a go, mate.
Into it, yeah. Might love it like Blue Lock, isn't it?
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. I'm pretty sure they've announced. Is there going to be another season of Fire Force come out?
I think 2 seasons are out already.
Yeah, season 3 kicks off April next year. So we're going to be watching season 1 and 2 of Fire Force just in time.
That'll take us up to that one.
Well, to be fair, it's about, what is it? There'll probably be about 50 episodes. Got to be 48 episodes, maybe. Is it 24 per season?
Yeah, that's right.
So that's going to take us a while. We'll be done way before April, but it doesn't give them. We're not going to have that much of a big gap to wait. Almost like we did with Blue Lock, where we watched Blue Lock, and then we've waited maybe like a month, haven't we? We've managed to watch the Nagi movie to sort of like fill it in and give us like a little bit of a fix prior to obviously the season coming out. So yeah,
and with TV shows as well. With TV shows as well, we got some good stuff coming out. We've got Like a Dragon coming out. Which
Like
I'm
a
really
Dragon's
excited
coming
about.
out.
There's also a new trailer of that Like a Dragon out.
Shall I
Looks pretty good.
give him an insight, Mark, to our your camera's going to go off a second. I'll give him a little insight to our schedule here. So we've got.
We changed a little bit, didn't we?
The only thing we've changed is the show.
Yeah.
So we're going to be basically talking about exactly what we're talking about next week: Blue Lock, Dandadan, Fire Force, and Penguin. But come sort of Halloween week, very last week of October, you'll listen to that one probably the first day of November. We'll be chucking in Like a Dragon with that as well. So we're watching the first episode of Like a Dragon as well. So we'll have all the stuff we've been talking about, plus we'll have the extra show of Like a Dragon. So yeah, there's some good stuff. Some good stuff. We're going to be talking about some good stuff. Some good stuff to get excited about. And yeah,
Squid Game as well. Squid Game end of the year as well, which
Squid Game's coming out. Which my plan that we've put is only up until end of October, so like 4 weeks. So we'll just keep updating it, and we just hope you're enjoying it because we are. And yeah, I need to get more on the shorts as well, and more on games. And speaking of games, the sound is Halo.
Might drop.
Boom. And obviously you should have got that straight away. Straight away, mate.
We do make it easy for you, everyone who's listening. We will one day maybe make it harder. But Halo, what's your experience with Halo?
Every experience I've got pretty much with shooter games comes from either Medal of Honor or Halo, mate. My very initial ones. Halo 1, when we got the first original Xbox, when that came out, we used to have my brother's little sweaty box room, mate, which he still, to be fair, lives in today. He used to have the telly set up with the Xbox, and there used to be like 5-6 people in there, and we'd be split screening. You could only have 4, so if you died, whoever lost dropped off, new person on. Whoever lost dropped off, new person on, and we just keep swapping people constantly like that. And it was a massive part of my childhood. I know Axel and Grant, who listen and support, the two of my best mates in real life, they could probably tell you the same thing. We had a big history on Halo. Halo 3, especially on Xbox 360. Halo Reach. We sort of used to smash Halo so much when we was younger. A lot. It was like how big. Everyone used to have Call of Duty. They used to have all these other games, and we was massive on Halo. The story modes, I used to go around people's houses and we used to just split screen story mode on Halo 3. Halo 2 split screen. I mean, the Halo games now, they're let down a little bit. They're not the same as they used to, but in terms of the older Halo games, they're a massive, massive part of my gaming journey, let's say. And certainly with first-person games, I absolutely love those. The first original Halo trilogy. Untouchable, mate, in my opinion. They're so good. So good.
It's a shame about the TV show, isn't it? Because the TV show is so much better.
Anything post 2008, mate, don't count.
But yeah, Halo is a great game. Everyone knows it. Every time I hear the music, you know it instantly. Boom,
it's
Halo.
epic, mate. It's so epic. It's unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
so epic.
I didn't have the original Xbox back in the day. My mate, who lived near me, he had it, so I used to go around his house. And he always used to get on the deathmatch. He used to get in the tanks and just blowing me away. I'm trying with the warthogs, trying to get close to him and stuff, and just blowing me away with tanks constantly. I was like, "You're a cheat, bro. You're a cheat."
Hacking, bro. Hacking. What are you doing, man? But yeah, we used to play stupid game modes and stuff. Halo 3 was probably one of the best ones for stupid game modes that you could get on there.
Yeah.
And Rocket Race was a funny one where you'd be in twos. There'd be 8 teams of 2s or something like that, and you'd be on either Warthogs or the little quad bikes. Can't remember what the quad bikes were called on it, to be fair.
Yeah.
And you'd be driving it, and one of your mates would be on the back with a rocket launcher. But if you shoot the floor, it wouldn't blow your vehicle up. You'd just go flying and spin loads in the air and stuff. It was proper funny. But,
Hours of fun, mate. Hours of fun.
It's so good, mate. It's so good. But yeah, that's Halo. One of the greatest FPS games of all time.
Well, the older ones. The older ones. The newer ones are not so good, but yeah, we say every week, get in the Discord.
That's all we care about, to
the
be fair.
YouTube.
At no point asking you to watch or listen because you're already here, so
Yeah.
just support. And don't even just supporting us in that way. Just literally be a part of the community. Get in the Discord.
That's what we want.
Yeah, that's literally all it's about. Get in there and just have a chat. Because it's just fun. Share some memes with us. Enlighten us.
And we're always interested about different animes, different TV shows. So, like I say,
games.
We'll chat
Anything,
Discord.
literally. What do you do? What's your hobbies? Are you into prop making? Like I've got into recently because I got a 3D printer, which I've been smashing cosplay related stuff, learning how to make props better and what paints work and just stuff like that. I'm interested in anything like that. If you love drawing, painting, anything, just get in there and talk to us.
If you like holidays as well, join us. Because I love holidays as well.
If you hate going to work, get in there.
If you love going to Japan, get in there. If you love TV shows and games, get in there.
If you love ordering takeaways, mate, get in there.
If you like eating yourself to oblivion, get in there.
Get in there, mate. But yeah, we really do appreciate everyone who is obviously supporting us and watching and listening. We have got a merch store. I'm not going to push it too much. It is there. We've not updated any of the designs in a little bit. I'll get back on there. I'll get some more designs up. But we've got some nice little basic ones on there at the moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, just do your bit and just share around. Follow us on TikTok and YouTube because I'll be getting some more shorts now. I say it's pretty much all the time, but I definitely am. Nerd News is going to be a short. Nerd News is going to go up every single week after we've done it. So you'll have a dedicated Nerd News little mini episode on TikTok and on YouTube as well. So yeah, we're hoping to have bigger things to come. I just need to spend a little bit more time editing.
Shorts. We're both going to blast some shorts, aren't we? So
we've got some funny ones, to be fair. I did a mock one, St. Martin, the other day. There's a guy at our work who fell over, and I made it so he.
I was laughing. I was literally laughing for like 10 minutes.
I made it so he fell into like the thing, like the little floor with the Infinity Castle. When he's on the floor, falling in, mate.
Oh, man.
I'd upload it, but if my work found out, they'd probably tell me off, mate. They'd probably get awesome.
We've got a few videos like that, Infinity Castle ones. We're going to work on we've got one about Death Note, haven't we? So,
yeah, some Death Note ones. And I've got like 7 in the chamber now, just some stupid filters on TikTok, which are like trying to build the best anime teams and stuff like that. Yeah. Which if I'm just sitting in the car waiting for like my wife in a shop or something, I'll just do a couple of them because I just think they're fun. So if you like stupid stuff like that, then yeah, follow us as well. So yeah,
I'm gonna get some gaming done as well, and I'll get some shorts up on that. But we've got loads to come. Like we showed, we've got loads of TV shows to come for months. So yeah, I'm going to keep bringing it to you and hope you enjoy it.
That's the end. I've been Relic. Yeah. That handsome guy's been Marty O'Cool. And we will catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Love you, bye.